All right, let's see if we are actually live. We should be live. So, hey crew, it's Ben, and I'm back. I'm gonna try and do a little streaming while I'm doing some other stuff today. We're gonna be streaming some Blender. I'm gonna be working. I'm working on a game. The first game I was trying to build was too much for a single developer. The second game I wasn't that interested in. This one, this is a new one. This is a new take on something that I haven't seen done in a while, and I've never seen it implemented in the way that I'm going to try to. So, some of this I can share with y'all. Some of this I can't. And while we're doing the drudge work and stuff, then we can just chill for a while. So I'm gonna try and get this where I can see the chat because that is something that we need. And all right, yeah. So let's go ahead and get over into Blender, and we will begin the boring part while I'm waiting for people to show up. I bought this asset pack for the game. Uh, it is actually 5 separate asset packs. Let me go ahead and turn this on. I bought it off of the CG Trader website. I will turn off my Retopo real quick. And it comes with, there is a torso, a head, arms, legs, and there's also another pack with horns. They were on sale. I picked them up. I'm happy with them. I wasn't too happy with the delivery of them, but I'm happy with this. But it is entirely too many planes, or too many faces, too many verts. I'm going to show you. Like, this is just the head, and there's just no way. Like, even though Unreal is doing wonderful things these days, I just don't see where is. All right, well, look at the number of verts on this. Oh, let me turn this off real quick. All right, so y'all can actually see what's going on. Look at the number of faces in this. Like, this is great work. You did an amazing job on this. But there's no way I can use this in the game that I'm building. I don't have a team. I cannot implement this in the way, like, it would take me a week just to sew up seams. There's also teeth that go with this. I've deleted them. I'll add them back in later. And so I'm going to retop it. What that is I'm going to take it and create a skin basically over the top of it with a lot less of these little triangular faces right here. Like, let's go over the faces and I can show you what I'm talking about, because this little square right here is a face. Let's go ahead and zoom in on it. Consists of 3 vertices on this one, which makes it a tri, which is really great for processing. Processors are great on tris. He's done a really good job of detail work, but I'm not looking for any realistic detail in what I'm doing. I'm looking for something a little more low poly, a lot more low poly. And while this is by no means the finished low poly, let's go ahead and swap over and look at my stuff real quick. I've started this already, and we're going to go ahead and pop that out. You can see that I've simplified this greatly. I am by no means done with this. There will be more definition put in, but not nearly to the degree that he has on his. And that's great. I don't mind that. I paid money to be able to retopo this because that saved me a lot of time. And so I'm going to use this asset in diminished capacity. Y'all are going to help along. Like, y'all are going to come along, and I'm just going to do it. And then I'll explain some things while I'm going along, but this is not a how-to by any means, because I am by no means an expert. I'm just some dude who decided to build a game. I'm doing it in Unreal. I'm creating my own assets in Blender for the most part. I've created a lot, and some of it has to do with gameplay, and some of it doesn't. And the parts that doesn't have to do with me implementing something that hasn't been done, y'all are going to have to come along with it. So, now, boring part. I'm about to create these legs. So we're going to go over to vertices here. I've already started with getting this hole cut in, because I need a hole around this leg but I need it solid around the rump and exterior part here. So what we're gonna do, we'll grab from here to say here. Yeah, let's go ahead and try that. And we'll extrude it down. So I'm gonna E drop and grab it like that. And yeah, that's what I was worried about on that one. So we're gonna take that back. All right. And so how do I want to do this? Let's go ahead and we'll grab from here to here. And we'll extrude. That's wrong. I told you I'm by no means an expert. If you hold control, it'll grab that whole line between this point and that point. And that's what I'm trying to do there. So we'll grab that, we'll hit E, drop it, grab this and pull it down. Alright. Now we need to grab this one to this one, do the same thing, we'll pull this down. Grab these two and pull them down and over and down and over until we get it where we need to be. Let's go ahead and position this, and then we'll grab several of these and pull them down at once. Gonna kind of make this a slope, but not too sharp, like so. Alright, and we will create a face right here. And we will pull this out. I like using the gizmos. Some people like entering numbers. I personally like being able to adjust it till it looks right. It doesn't have to be quite right. Alright, let's make a face here. And here. Alright. Go ahead and make this one a face. And we'll take these four. And not that one. Not that one. This one. And that one. Alright. Boom, 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 boom. I should have grabbed that already. Blend that out a little bit. Okay. Take this one out a little bit. I know, super boring stream. Like, I don't want to talk about anything when people aren't here, and because then if people show up, they're going to want to talk about things. So. It's a conundrum at the moment. It's what I get for not doing anything for so long. Go ahead and pull that. We're going to pull this whole strip right here out a little bit, like so. But then we're going to rotate this. Rotate this on the Z, so R, Z, and then it'll stick on that. And we're going to turn that just a little bit to where it kind of matches that leg, like so. Alright, and then we'll grab these 2 points and pull them out. And then we will rotate that on the Z a little bit more and pull that to where we can get a face right here. Alright. And if we take these and we'll rotate that on the yoke. And it's not doing what I want. Okay, so let's just pull this one in some, and we will grab these. No, I cannot do that. That was not right. Yeah, we can grab it and pull it down. There we go. There we go. That'll work. That'll work. We can pull this over and out and down. And then we can make a face. Alright. Let's go ahead and throw in some contour here. So we will grab that and pull it over, and then grab this and pull it out. Still a little bit more of a hard flare than I would like, so I'm going to pull that in, and then drop those two, pull this one in just a little bit. Alright, so next step. This is actually gonna come over and down, right? And then these can all come out just a little bit, and then this comes. Nope. I want this one and this one. Alright. And then we're going to go ahead and extract these two out and down. And we'll cut in a face here. Right? Now, what is this face? Go ahead and get rid of that. And I'll make another one right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to add a loop cut right here. So that I can smooth this out a little bit. Because while we are not going to be staring at Mr. Orc's butt, he does need to have one. I'm breaking etiquette. I'm checking my text message. My son just texted me from school, so. That boy does a lot. He's a good kid. He does a lot. Yo, I have not seen so much craziness as when I was on CG Trader. Like, I was looking for the model for this, and I just put in character, and oh my god, like, some of y'all people got a problem. Some of y'all people got a problem. Like, there's a problem out there, and if you've been on there, you know what I'm talking about. Like, some of y'all people just, whew, man. Alright, well, let's make this not pokey outy. You got a hemorrhoid in the wrong spot, man. It's like a vesicle tail. We need to pull this out. What is this? You come this way and down. Alright, what else is there? This comes over. Alright, that's gonna give us a seam. So we ain't trying to make no orifices. We don't need no orifices, people. No orifices. Like some of y'all people. Some of y'all's mamas, some of your parents' children's. How about that? Alright, this is going to have to come down, but I want this to come down first. Let's go ahead and pull this to the top of this leg seam like a shoe. Alright, let's pull it out so it's outside of the leg. Ba-bam. Alright, now we're going to pull this in. And I was debating on whether I was even going to live stream this stuff because nobody's going to show up for a long time, if ever. And but I sit here and I do this and I talk to myself anyway. The only difference is normally I have something playing in the background, such as current events from on the ground footage somewheres, or some scientific something, or some discussion of some conspiracy stuff. Oh, I may not believe all the conspiracies, but I do like to hear about them. And so I've been recently listening to the Snake Brothers podcast, and I am thinking that I may try and do something where I am doing a live reaction to that podcast while I'm doing this, so that I'm not just dead airing it for a couple of hours a day. But we will see what happens. I'm also not going to be here every day, so there's that too, because I do still have other things going on in life, even though there is a lot of slack coming up. Oh. It's been a full couple of months, to tell you the truth, and will not be entirely unwelcome to have some slack time. I'm cutting this right now so that I can get just a little bit more definition. You do K, and then you select where you want to cut, and then you hit enter, and it finalizes the cut. And then I can get a little bit more definition here. For some reason, it cut that twice. So let's go ahead and merge these as it should have done. We'll pull this out. I said out. Oh. My poor computer. Like, this is not a bad computer. Like, at all, in the slightest. It is a very, very, like, at least you would say decent. Like, it's not top end, but it is a lot better than what I had, but it strained a bit whenever I downloaded these files because there's a lot to them. Like, I isolated this one character, right? I took the four pieces and put them together so that I can retopo it, and then it's still quite massive to have open just in the background and not trying to edit it. I spent 10 hours doing this exact same thing yesterday, and then I tried to get rid of the teeth so that I could sculpt the mouth, because I finally got to the mouth. I did all of the rest of it. I did all the arms and the legs and all the body and the fingers and the toes, and I had a lot more detail than I'm having right now. And then I tried to get rid of those teeth, so I tried to open it, and Blender crashed. And for some reason, despite the fact that I have been saving all day, because if there's one thing I have learned, it is you want to save early and often. It's like playing Skyrim for the first time, or Oblivion for the first time. If you don't know what a quick save is, you better learn. And so I spent all day saving. Every time I got to a significant point, I would save the game. But for some reason, after Blender crashed, it reverted me to my very first save of the day. The very first one. And so I was a little bit perturbed, and I could not really get back into it right away. And so there's that. And I also don't expect very many people to see this, because I am still shadow banned until next month. I still got a strike, so there's not really anybody going to see this for at least that long, and probably a good bit after that. So it's whatever. I'm still going to sit here and do it, at least for a little while every day, if I can. I can't promise every day. I want to. But sometimes it's just not in my control. Alright, so now we have a hole built all the way around. Why is that showing If you look on the mirror over here, this is not showing this. For some reason, that mirror is not working, y'all. What is going on? Alright, let's zoom in. Alright, let's pull this out. That might have something to do with it. It's got all this in here. Crammed in there, man. You need to get it out, man. There we go. How about that? That helps some? It does help some. Doesn't help enough, though. What is going on here? I think maybe these legs are not aligned the same. That is what is going on. These legs are not quite aligned right. So if I go here and I go to the legs and I pull them over just about there, that looks better. Well, how about that, guy? If you do it right, it comes out right. Ain't that some craziness? That's some craziness. Alright, anyway, let's pull some of these out a little bit. Alright. Sometimes it helps when you work with a mirror modifier to watch the mirror modifier when you pull things out. You'll see different things over there than you'll see in your own. Like here, I can't really tell that that's not closing this seam at all, but if I come here, now you can't. And it's probably got a little bit more to do with not being fully aligned in the middle, but that's okay, because my stuff will be in the end. So we're about ready. Let's see, we can pull that out there. Let's see if we can grab that one and pull it out outside right there, like that there. We can pull this down right here, like this there, and all right. All right, like that there, and all right. All right, I tell you what, all right. I'm a goober. Boom. Get a little bit better grip on it. Nope. Let's slide on over the wireframe. Wow, you are way down there. Huh? Come back up here. Alright, let's go back over here. We're going to go here. Hey, look, I changed the colors. This is the color it was supposed to be in, but I was too lazy to change it back a while ago. I accidentally put it into the other one. I was like, I'll change it back in a minute. And then I never did, so it's easier to tell here. That's why I went with this material color. And I'm in the material preview mode so that you can actually see what it would look like with the material on it, if not rendered. Like, there is a rendered mode, but it eats up a lot of processor. And everything seems to be running smoothly, so I'm not going to try to eat up any more processor. I'm going to go ahead and pull these that way. You're going to come that way, and then this way. What else we got? You're going to come this way, and then that way. Alright. Not safe for work. Some of y'all people, man. Like, you would be surprised the things that people turn into porn, man. Absolutely surprised. That prawn is crazy. Crazy. And I'm not trying to give anybody any feed. So we're gonna make this flat as possible so there's no whatevers. Yeah, like this, you just being a little weird about that. No, bro, like, there was some weird shit over there. Like, back that up. We want both of those to go at the same time. Right. If you don't know how to back it up, it is Control Z. It's probably my most used key combination. Like, nope, you messed that up, back it up. Nope, you messed that up, back it up. Comes in quite handy. All right, we're gonna grab these two. Double G to pull that over a bit, and then we're going to pull this out just a little. So we get around that leg a little better. Alright. Looking alright there. What have we got here? What the fuck is going on here? Something is not right. Let's look at this in wireframe. There is something right here that does not belong right there. So let's get you in the right spot. Looks like you need to come this way and then up. And we take all the tension off. You will hear me often say we're going to take the tension off of it. And that's what I mean. Oh, that's wrong. Let's go back. Alright, so tension. If you see this, there's a lot of tension in that. You see this? There's not as much tension in that. You want as least amount of tension as possible. You try to keep everything within, say, 5 degrees if you can. Not always possible. But unless it is supposed to be an aggressive curve, like I will be subdividing this later, there will be more vertexes coming in. There will be more curvature coming in. I'm just doing a base low poly right now, and then we will have one that is probably just 1, maybe 2 cuts higher, just to get some more definition in there, and that's as high poly as I'm going. But yeah. Alright, so we can pull this out a little bit more, I guess. And down, and then we'll grab these. And then this can come down. Alright, now we look like a G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe, a real American hero. Alright, now we're going to try and grab this loop ring and see if it'll work. It does not work. So what we're going to do, I'm going to hide these legs real quick. And I want to make sure I've got, oh, I guess it did work. We do have everything. Focus in with number pad, period. And then we can make a couple of quick adjustments here that you really couldn't tell with the legs in place was an issue, right? Okay, what's up next? What have we got here? Nothing too sharp. There will be a subdivision here. This is a joint. There will be a need for some subdivision right there, so it's okay. There will be a subdivision here. That'll be okay. Alright, so we're ready to come down with the legs. Let's go ahead and we got this whole seam. We are going to go ahead and mark that seam while we are here because we want this to be a separated area. What is this one? Let's go ahead and pull that down. Do I need that? Why is that here? Alright, let's get these legs back in. We are good and sealed on those legs. Alright, and now we're going to grab this ring and we're going to extrude it and bring it down to mid-thigh like a shoe. We will scale it out so that it's a little bit bigger. I'm going to pull it over. Alright. Let's pull this up. Definitely don't want that close enough to be clipping. What is this? What is this? Oh, that's up there. That's fine. Okay. No clipping allowed, sir. No clipping allowed. What do you got here? You're coming out. And you're going to come out. That is the wrong one. Back it up. What am I missing on? There it is. Missing a few points in here, huh? Alright, what's going on here? There has to be at least one more point in here. Right there. And that goes way down, so we're going to go ahead and pull that up a bit. And over a bit. There, it's going to get too far inside. Right. Z-May. There is nothing there. Okay. Well, that's the problem. Let's go ahead and grab these and pull them in here. Then we'll grab these and pull these down. And we will relieve some tension here, people. And back to here. Alright, now let's pull these that way. Give me this one and that one and pull it out. And give me this one and this one and pull it out. Alright. What else do I need right here? I need you to come down and out. Let's grab that and relieve that tension. Grab that. Pull it back a little bit. And pull that out a little bit. And that way a little bit. A little bit of overlap is okay. Like this poking out is overlap. I don't want too much. I also want to make sure I'm getting towards the center of the high point of the muscle mass in the leg, right? So I want this particular ring to be mid-thigh. That's the midpoint of this muscle mass here. And this muscle mass here. This one here is a little bit lower. But it's going to be shorter in the next part of the joint. So, and then we're going to grab this ring. We're going to clear this edge while we're doing it. Because we don't want to keep reproducing that all the way down the leg, even though we will have another one down by the ankle. Alright, so extrude the... I'm going to drop this down to about knee level. Right? Pull it to where it is aligned. These will get pulled up. So let's go ahead and make sure the front is about where it needs to be. We'll grab from there to here. No, wrong one. Let's go there and here. Alright, now I'm going to pull these up. We will be dropping points along the way. And grab these that I did not have. One here. Up some. And the goal is to have this fall in the middle of the kneecap all the way around. It's not going to be perfectly straight because the front of the kneecap is higher than the back of the kneecap, but that's okay. We'll take that one out. Alright, now these, not you, you stay there. You come up, drop you there, drop you there, and now what we're going to do is bring these in a bit and drop these points as we go along and just kind of shrink wrap it a little bit. Alright, here, and here. No, not there. Here. That one, and that one. We'll pull that in, drop that one, and not that one. There we go. We're good there. We look good right there. This one's going to come over. And alright, we're good on that. Let's get these in. What happened? I just accidentally grabbed something I didn't want to. What was it? It was not a polar bear, I can tell you that much. It was not a polar bear. all by myself. That is the wrong one, boy. Wrong one. Alright, let's see. Let's go ahead and do these individually. And we're just shrink wrapping, that's all. That's all. Everything. Oh no, this does not look good. Go ahead and bring these around and over where they need to be. Around and over where they need to be, shall let me throw you. Let me throw you that there. What do you know about that there, eh? Bye, let me throw you this. Bye, let me throw you this here, yeah. If you ain't from here, you don't know what's happening. That's how my people talk. Alright, I kind of spur of the moment decided to do a stream at all, so I'm not entirely like prepared for it. If you couldn't tell, I'm in a new setup here. Like, I'm now in part of, like, that's my living room, this is my kitchen, so this was the dining area, but a lot of things changed over the last couple of months, and this is a better setup for what I'm doing now and for my family's needs. And the lighting's a little bit better. Climate control is better. So it's a win-win-win. But I haven't set up and done any videos since I've been in here. So like I got improvised lighting. The sound, I don't even know what it's going to sound like in here. I haven't done, I did a test video just to make sure everything was running. And it was, and it didn't sound horrible, so maybe it'll be alright. But like, there's definitely not been any adjustments to anything. So I may be not even making noise right now. Y'all may just be reading my lips. Can you read my lips? What is that in my head? Alright. I will be back in just a second. Alright. Back. Alright, so let's get these legs done. You're gonna extrude, drop, bring that down. That is wrong. Wrong. Let's grab that whole edge. Extrude, drop, and bring that down to the ankles. where we will scale it in just a bit, slide it around just a bit, and we're going to scale that a little more. You're going to come this way for my tendon. Relieve a little bit of stress right there. And I don't know the legalities of like the music for streaming. I haven't really looked into that. Like, I'm going to be doing a lot more of that than I will be videos, just because I don't have material on videos. I just don't. I'm not doing reactions anymore. I know some people are going to be quite upset with that, but it is what it is. Like, YouTube is YouTube, and I got to do what I got to do. And it does me no good to be there doing that, even though it would bring up my numbers. Y'all know it's never been about numbers. In order for me to be able to do reactions and be able to do reactions in a viable manner, I would have to deal with people that I'm just not going to deal with, and cover songs and topics that I'm just not going to deal. And so that's one end of it. And then you got YouTube pushing that away, like they really are. That eats up a lot of bandwidth, you know. People don't tend to think about that whenever they're looking for their particular entertainment, but the reactions that don't get watched, like a lot of mine that just don't get watched. I have a lot of them that nobody's really seen, and that's fine. I understand markets are like that, but that's eating up a lot of bandwidth on YouTube's part. You know? So they have business decisions to make, and pushing away from reactions is one of those business decisions. It's understandable, even if I don't necessarily agree with it. Also, I got tired of, like, there was a lot of, I worked through a lot of my issues there. I did. I hopefully helped some other people do the same thing and showed that it is possible, and you, like, all of those things. But it's not my content, right? Like, in the long run, reactions aren't my content. They're me reacting to somebody else's content. And I like to do my own thing too. And it may not be everybody's cup of tea, but I enjoy it. And I may jump around a lot. I'm working on that. Hopefully this project will keep me busy for a while. I am hoping to get some other content out. I am looking at doing some on location stuff. Like, there's that. I am planning on doing a review here. We're going on a trip, me and my wife. I'm not going to say, well, I can say we're going to Arkansas. I'm not going to say when, but we're going to go to Arkansas, and we're going to celebrate, and we never had a honeymoon and all of that good stuff, right? But while we're there, we're going to do some reviews of some stuff there, and I think I'm going to try and put some stuff like that together for here. Like, there's a lot of people who don't know what Walker has to offer, so I might start right here in Walker and show why I think that this was a great place to raise my kids. Why I think that Walker is doing a lot correct, and even though there are some things that they're not doing 100% correct, nobody does everything right? And so I really am quite proud of my community that I live in. Like, we've done a lot of things the right way. And hopefully I can showcase some of that, because I don't have a giant platform, but I do have a platform, and why not branch out and show things? I can't really get involved with the negative side of things anymore. So maybe I can get involved with some of the more positive things in our country. Like if I can show some of the positive aspects of different areas of our country, that would be great. So if you're from around the northwest Arkansas region, let me know some places that would be good to look at to let people know about. That would be cool. If I can get some local recommendations of, hey, check this out. Oh, I think it's Eureka Springs is where we're going. So, yeah, there's that. Alright, let's get some shrink wrap done, because this is getting a little wonky. It's getting a little wonky here, man. Let's bring these down. So give me this line down, drop that one, and that one. And we'll bring this down. I'm gonna ring this up. I'm gonna make the sole a whole separate thing so that I can tie them toes into it. And I'm thinking I may not have enough toe bones. That's 1, 2, 3. Well, I can probably make this work. Alright, that's gonna be 4. Yeah, so we'll bring this one back this way. And this will be the outside of the pinky toe. So bring this out here. And then down here. And then you can come down a bit. I'm going to need another ring right here. Let's go ahead and put that in. And then we will scale that in. And bring it back. And we'll get the wonkiness out of that later. Let's go ahead and pull this around there. A lot of what this is just going around and shrink wrapping and making sure that these verts are as close as possible to the original mesh, so that I have a nice reskin. Like, I really do wish I could use. It's just so many faces. Like, so many verts. And Unreal can handle it, but my computer, like, as good as it is, can't. It can't. It just can't. Like, yeah. And so, we're going to bring it down to where I can run it. And then maybe if I pick up funding at a later time, we can do something different. But I'm going to try and do this as solo dev as possible. But I'm not dumb. I do know that there will be things I can't do on my own. So hopefully the proper resources manifest when they need to. Because that is the thing. That's the only reason we started, as a matter of fact. So a lot of what held me back from the other game, besides the scope of it, because it was, in order to do the game I want to do in that, it has to be big, right? And that's just overwhelming for a solo dev first game. This one's going to be a lot less scope. A lot less scope. Alright, grab that. We are going to extrude, drop, pull that down. Alright. Okay. I'm going to take this whole line and we'll pull that out. This one will pull that out. I do a lot of vert work, but sometimes edges are just better to work with. Half the clicks. And I use the gizmo. Some people don't. Like, you can hit grab and you can move it in 3D space that way, and you can use limitations and restrictions and stuff. But I like the control that is possible here. All right, we're gonna go ahead and extrude this toe out. So we're gonna go E, drop it, and just this pinky toe is just gonna be one block. We're gonna pull this over and scale this face down. And that one is good. Alright, now let's go back to the line. The edge is the technical term. We're going to grab this face. This one's going to be 2. So we're going to grab this one, go about halfway. I'm going to scale this down. Pull it over. And then extrude, drop it. Pull it the rest of the way. Scale it down. And pull it over in place. Grab this edge, pull it down, grab this face, extrude it and drop it, pull it about halfway, scale it down, pull it over, extrude it, drop it, pull it the rest of the way, line it up, better, and then scale that down a little bit, and pull it back this way some. That looks really wonky. Let's look at that real quick. Let's rotate that on the yoke. No. Let's grab this and pull that up. How about that? Oh yeah, we gotta fix a lot of this. Look at that. Would you just look at it? Would you just look at it? Just look at it. My God, just look at it. I don't know what that boy was thinking. He must be crazy. He must be crazy, I tell you. How else do you explain it, Cletus? The boy is nuts. Alright, there we go. Let's rotate that on the Z. Oh, when we pull it, maybe it won't make that weird trapezoid. Or maybe it will. Let's grab this edge and we'll pull that down. And square that out now. How about that? Oh, that's what happened. Because I didn't square it to begin with. Okay. Okay, I see what I did wrong. My bad, my bad. Alright, now I need this edge. Is that the right edge? Yeah. Over this way, like so. Then we're going to take this edge and we'll bring you back this way. Yeah, there we go. Wow. And we're going to bring this up just a turn. Just a hair, like so. Square that out some. And I'll probably have to adjust that later. But alright, extrude it. It's the daddy toe time. Daddy toe, do, 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 do. I told y'all I'm crazy. Y'all don't believe me. That is the wrong button. Now that's the right button. Let's bring that down. You, sir, should come down too. Boom, 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 boom. That'll come out in the subdivide. Alright, so now all we got left is to get the soles. So let's go ahead and make sure we get this down where it's supposed to be. Alright. You come down here. You come down here. Why is there something in between you? Oh, because that needs to be this way. And then this one needs to be this way. And up. Up, 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 up. Alright, let's turn off the legs. Thank you. And let's zip this up. So what we need here is to grab these here and then extrude, drop, and pull there. Alright, we're going to bring these out flat-ish. We will extrude again. I stopped at this hash mark and then at this hash mark. We're going to do it again here. Now this one's going to go from here all the way down to here. So we're going to rotate this on the Z and then pull it down to where it kind of matches. Doesn't have to be perfect. Alright, so then the next one is going to come down and it's going to be from here all the way down to here. So we're going to do that again, like so. And then we'll pull this over here. And that should get us pretty close to fully seamed up. So we're going to go ahead and start making some faces. I'm going to have to check the normals on this and make sure it's not trying to point them up. You see how I have these red lines in between here now? That's because I didn't clear that edge. Like, remember earlier I cleared the edge? I didn't clear the edge this time. And we're just trying to get 4. No, just happened there. 1. No, that is way too high up there, boss. 2, 3, and 4. There we go. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That is not right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Guess I need to put my glasses on. Alright, now we can grab these edges and clear them because we definitely don't need a seam on the foot. I don't need that. I might actually leave those because that's a bendable spot. Alright, Control E for edge, clear seam. And now the red line is almost gone. Shift hard to repeat. Alright, now we're good there. I probably don't need a couple of these, but I'm going to leave them anyway. That'll work, that'll work, that'll work. We have toes, we have legs, we have arms. We are going to save the thing. Y'all saw me save it, because if it does it again, y'all understand if I get upset. Alright, now, we're going to do this for the head. And there's a reason I saved this for the end, because it's going to be a pain in the ass. We need to make this mirror modifier match up first. So, whenever we apply this, it will take these and, like, it has an imaginary vertex right here next to this vertex, so that when I move this one, it moves it the same as I do. And if you get them where they're just about touching, whenever you apply it, there's a merge distance and it'll merge them. It may even merge them that close, but I like having them where visually they're together so it don't have a seam, because if I go to do it at the end and I wind up with the seam, I get a little bit upset. So we're going to take this vert and we're going to stick it at the base of the neck, right at the reset point. If you don't know where the reset point is, you might want to research that. That is definitely knowledge worth having. And it looks like my head is a little bit off. Let's see here. Yeah, it is. Alright, let's get out here. It is quite important to have this. I did the wrong thing. Alright, hold on. Give me this. Give me a grab. And we're gonna just, oh wait, we need to grab that on the X. Right. What is going on? What is going on? The top of this head and the bottom of this head are not aligning on the same line. Right? Not crazy. Let's see. Let's see if I'm crazy. I'm going to see if I'm crazy. I'm going to take this point and extrude it. I'm going to bring that straight up. Alright, then we're going to go into orthographic, front orthographic. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's my plane is off. But that is now running through the center of the body. We're going to center of the... Oh, put that back. Right there. No. Right there. We got center lip, center chin, center neck, center head. That looks, let's look at it in wireframe. Well, that doesn't really show a whole lot, but yeah, that looks pretty good. That looks like where I want that to be. So let's go back over here. We will go to material preview. We will get off of this head. That is the wrong, I need to get back over here. That was the wrong button. Alright, so back over to here. Now we can take this, and I want to get rid of that word. What we're going to do is create my neck hole. You come up to there. That's pretty good right there. It's got to be on the inside of that because they have this flap all the way around that extrudes well past where I want to be. So we're going to go up to here. This one's going to come out some and up to, say, there. You're going to come up. You got to come in significantly. Significantly. Alright, now let's hide this head for a second. And that's not terrible. I really need a loop cut right here in the middle. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. And I got 1, 2. Yeah, I think I can make that work. Just me and me. Alright, let's get the head done. So now what I want to do, how do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? I think I'm actually going to bring this bag over the top and then subdivide out. Let's see how that works. We'll pull this up and in to the nape. extrude it up and out to the back of the head, up and into the crown. Well, let's go to the beginning of the crown. And then we will extrude again. And again, there will be subdivisions, so it will get smoother than what it's going to look like here. I just need a good rough outline to work with. Things are getting a little wonky, so let's go ahead and straighten these lines out. Moving towards the front of the head now. This is going to be my midpoint, so let's go ahead and get that right. That looks pretty good, actually. That's like right over the ear, which is where I want that to be. So let's go ahead. I'm not going to shrink wrap that yet. We will go over and we will pull this. That was done. Let's go back and grab those. Pull this out. Yeah, that's a good temple spot. Pull that down. Alright, we're going to extrude this one forward to the front of the forehead. And we will extrude this one out to the base of the forehead. We will pull this one out and down to the beginning of the eye ridge. Out and down. And back over a little bit. To the base of the eye ridge. Down to the beginning of the nasal. Right. And then out. Down. Down and over. I'm going to have to walk around here in just a minute, so we will be going to break here very shortly. And by break, I just mean I'm closing the camera off for a few minutes, and I'll be back while I walk around and stretch my back, because this is really starting to get to it. Alright, we're going to catch these lips. We will go to the bottom of the lip. We will pull this in. Down. We are going to make a very basic box for this. Alright, and then we'll come up, drop this, and come back out. Drop that and come down. Drop that and come down to mid-chin. Drop that to the base of the chin and pull that in. Let's go ahead and pull this one in too. We're going to need another cut here. And we'll pull that into the there. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that's what's up right there. Alright. A couple more quick extrusions, and I am going to go call my dad back real quick while I walk. Whoa, what was that? Dumb. That's what that was. That was dumb. Extrude out and up. Alright, now we're going to close off this neck. Alright, that is going to get us to the next portion of this. So I'm going to go ahead and save this. I'm going to go ahead and swap over to no mic and no video, and I will be back in just a minute. So Boom. Get all coffee when I'm walking around. I don't know why that is. I'm gonna go ahead and eat a mint. It's good for my throat. Alright, let's zip up this head. We're gonna shrink wrap it a little bit. And then we will make some more extrusions because there is definitely some cutting in to do. Right? We're gonna go ahead and pull this entire line up to there. And we'll take this one too. We're going to pull them over. We're looking at nose ridge, eye ridge. It's probably going to go. Oh. I'm going to pull that back. Our stuff just starts breaking through. Just like that. Alright, now. We're going to do the same thing back here, but I don't like doing it when I'm not looking at it. So. Plus the direction changes on the yoke. The yoke axis there. So there's a certain inflection point at the midpoint of the head where if you're not careful, you'll be pulling in the wrong direction. Alright, that's going to get me going pretty close to where I need to be. The next part, well, let's pull this one out before it gets lost. We'll pull this one out a little bit before it gets lost. But really, this one's okay lost. And use a little bit of pressure along the back side of this neck. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the back of the neck because there won't be a lot of watching the back of the neck of the characters, right? Nobody really cares. Oh, definitely don't want it to be ugly. But for the most part, nobody gives a shit. And so we're going to go to the start of the eye there. And then we're going to pull this back. Alright, and then we're going to pull these verts out. So let's go ahead and get... Is it all the way down there? It is. Alright. Now you go back to there. Alright, now. Here's where we're going to start trying to get a little bit of definition, but not really a whole lot. We want the top of the eye ridge, right? This is going to come along here, and it's going to meet up to the ear ring right here. Oh, we're actually going to pull this up a little bit because we want this. Well, no, that'll work just fine. Let's do right here, and we'll pull this out to the front of this, like so. There should be a point right there that we can pull out to here, right? And that's going to give us the top of the eye ridge. I'm going to take these 2 points, make sure they don't have to be perfectly aligned, but we do want them pretty close to the skin there. Alright, so we're going to extrude this out to about the center of the eye, right? And then we're going to realign it to where it rises at the top of this ridge, just like that. This is going to come down. We're going to grab these two. We're going to extrude it again. We're going to come to the outside of the eye box, which is right here. So this is actually going to come in just a little bit. We're going to make sure that it fits onto the eye ridge. Looks like it might need to do that. Alright, that looks right. We can tighten this up just a little bit and bring it up just a little bit. Alright, and then we're going to take these two, we're going to extrude them again. Different people use different parts of to do their faces, right? The important part is to make sure that your rings all line up. You want eye rings, you want ear rings, you want a mouth ring. And so how you get those rings is really up to you. I prefer to follow these lines. Other people cut out the eyes first. I'm going to come back in with some rough cuts on the eyes, and when we subdivide, we'll get some finer definition there. But this ridge right here is really a defining characteristic between the top of your head moving, the ears moving, and your eyes moving. This little ridge right here, if you've got this right, everything else falls into line, in my opinion. So take it for what it's worth. I am not by any means Mr. Pro guy in Blender. I've just been doing it a long time. It's funny, like I just had a memory pop up from my first material that I made in Blender myself that worked, and it was 11 years ago yesterday. So I have been playing around in this a long time. Where would I have been if I would have actually applied myself to it instead of just farting around with it? Because I never actually intended to do this like as a profession. It was just something fun, right? And then I was like, I'll do it as a profession, and then it became not fun. And now this new project is going to be quite fun. I cannot wait. I can't wait to share it. Like, I want it for me, because, you know, that's just who the hell I am. But I want it for me, but then I cannot wait to share this with y'all. Y'all are going to have so much fun with this game. It's something that the big companies won't do it. They won't. There's no way. They're not going to touch this. And so it's up to somebody independent to make something like this happen. But it is definitely something that the market is going to want. So there is that. Some people have actually done something close. Some big names have done something close, but not with the spin that I'm putting on it. So there's that. Let's pull that a little bit. And I'm sitting here talking like there's actually going to be somebody watching this. We're making it happen. We're manifesting, right? How do you manifest? You say it, you set your goals, and you start doing it. So, I wanted my own content. I got some. It's coming, y'all. Alright, let's take it out to the ear now. Actually, we will make one cut in between there, so we're going to pull this out about halfway. And then we will pull this out. And then we'll do another one and come all the way up to the ear with it. Alright, there's that. And then this part. Right there. Is going to be the beginning of my ear loop. So we got an ear loop there. We'll make an eye loop here in a minute. Let's go ahead and do. We're going to add a cut here. We'll pull this one down this way just a little bit, and this one this way just a little bit. I'm going to grab these, and I'm going to extrude this like that. It gives me my eye line right here. We'll rotate that on the X just a tad, pull that out just a munch hair. like a so. Alright, so that is an eye line to ear line right there. Excellent. We're going to extrude this one down to the ear connection point right here, right? Blammo. And we're going to go ahead and pull this one like that. Now we've got a good bit of tension right here, so let's relieve a little bit of that tension. And we'll pull this out just a little bit and give us a good fleshy spot right there to work with. Alright, next, extrude this and take this to the bottom of the earlobe. We pull this out like so. We can actually, well, let's just pull them in. I was going to rotate that, but it's better to go ahead and start getting this definition for the jaw now. Alright, let's get our line here. So we're going from the base of the ear, right here, like so. And then we're going to take this line, and again, there will be subdivisions coming out. So this is a very general, like we're not making it perfect yet. We do want it to make sure that these lines are where they need to be, and they do need to be here. So that will work. Let's get this one. And we got 1, 2, that's 3. So let's go ahead and cut 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we'll cut 3 here. Right. Alright, so this is going to be our eye ring. Well, let's go ahead and run out the inside of the eye. Right, so this face right here will be eyebrow. It's going to run along this brow here. We'll correct this as we go along. But this line, this face right here, is going to run the underside of the eye right here. So we're going to go ahead and get this into position for that. Let's bring this in, and then in and up, like that. Alright. You are pretty close to where you need to be, actually. Alright. Yep. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and run just this one. Let's not do that. Well, I guess that would have worked. Alright. Pulling them out. Get this. We're going to line this up with this face, right? And then we're going to make this match the bottom there and here. Like so. And then we're going to grab them two and we're going to do it again. And again. And it's just a matter of making these lines from this and this match till we get a plane across here. And make it to match to the model here. I can't provide nobody no models and none of that. I bought the one I'm using to retopo. So it was not a free model anywhere. It's not something you can just get. It is on CG Trader. It is part of a 45 set. Like there is 45 heads, there's 45 legs, 45 torsos, 45 horns. 5 in total, so whatever body part I missed. But heads, torsos, legs, arms, and horns. That's 5. And it was not a bad deal. I'm not upset with the quality at all of the asset. Uh, I don't have the link available or any of that because I'm just bad about those kind of details. But it is definitely worth checking out if you were in the market. The 45 set, like, you can't miss it. It's some of the non-weird stuff on the site. Like, even if you search goblin, they get weird stuff. Goblins. Y'all people are weird. Y'all people are weird. I'm so glad. I'm so glad I don't, like, I'm a different type of person. I don't get down with some of the stuff y'all people get down with. And I'm okay with that. The goblins and orcs and stuff, yeah, we cool, we cool. The things that y'all want to do with that, we ain't so cool with that. That's not some cool stuff right there. Let's bring this up cheekbone and relieve some pressure across here. Relieve some pressure across here. Alright. It's going to actually come up just a little bit too. See what I mean by relieving pressure? It had that sharp angle. And now it's kind of straight. That's all. I try to get as little pressure as possible on those points. But I see things in a flow state. So, like this right here, I see this flow coming into this point. And that's a little bit different than some people look at things. Some people don't see that in quite the same way. And that was a bit of a revelation to me as well. Alright, so let's see if we can tighten this point up a little bit. Like there. And there. And then we're going to take this one. We're going to extrude it down. Alright. We'll take this point down. This point and this point are going to merge. And then we can actually bring that up some. It's going to give us that point on the eyeball. What I need to happen now is I need these points to come in. Like that. So that I can bring these points all the way here. And then this point can come here and up. And out in the correct fashion. Because I do need a face here. Let's extrude this point out. Make a face here. And I need this point and this point to extrude and come out this way. Really try and encapsulate this eye hole right here. And that's going to give me 1, 2, 3, 4 faces here. In the nose area. We'll clean that up in a little bit. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and take these points all the way around the eye. That is not right. Let's get a focus in on this so I get it. Alright, so extrude, drop it, pull it down, and then I can manipulate it. So we want to rotate this on the yoke. Way over like a die. Then we will extrude, drop, rotate that on the yoke, lock that in. And then we'll pull that over here. Alright, so it's going to give me 1, 2, 3, 4 here for the inside wall of the eye, right? That's not going to work. I'll come back to that. This is going to be the outside. 3 should be a point right here. No. Let's do this. Alright. What do I need to happen? I need a cut here. Can you go outside? Let me let my dog out. Go ahead. Be a good one. The dog is out. Let me make sure my sound is on. The sound is on, but it is low. Alright. So, what we will be doing is making a face here. And then a face here. Alright, let's get this head back in here now. I'm gonna need another cut right here. That'll help pull some of this tension out from the eyes. Right? That is way too much tension. There's no way that is right. Okay. Wrong button there. Wrong button. I do a lot of wrong buttons. Alright. Now, that will do for eye for now. I will tighten that up later. Make it better. Maybe not. Maybe I can do it right now. Let's go ahead and do it right now. Let's go ahead and do it right now. I'm not going to be able to stream much longer. My voice is going out. Y'all make sure that if you see this, I'm going to be able to leave this one up. Not all the live streams will be able to be left up. I anticipate that there will be topics to be discussed that will not be the best idea to leave up. But I will be doing as much streaming as I can. It's not always going to be possible, but when I am doing something like this, where I am just farting around, I will try to be streaming more. Just be getting some content out there for y'all. I know it is sparse pickings out there. Hopefully, we can get this to a point where it is, like, I'm hoping by mid-March to have a playable game. These character models are going to make a big difference in that goal being achieved. So if I can get this done in the next, what do you say? I'll have this model probably done in the next day and a half. At least, like, this retopo will be done today. And then the subdivision will probably be done today. And then if I have to do a second subdivision, which is not guaranteed, that will probably be tomorrow. I do have variations of this that I'm going to be making where I'll just be replacing the head for the most part. So that's going to be a time saver on the back end or on the front end, I guess. And so there's that. And hopefully we will have working models by the end of the week. The rigging shouldn't be too complicated. I have to watch some tutorials on that and refresh myself. It has been quite a while since I've done any of that. I'm getting ready to wrap this up because my voice is going completely dead. I wanted to get some content out here for y'all, though. I do want you to know that I am praying for you every day. I do want you to know that this is what I've been doing. I've been doing a lot of learning. Like, I tried to do, I was going to take the test for the arborist, or not arborist, but horticulturalist. But my body reminded me that I am not capable of doing a lot of what would be necessary to do that job. Even just to run it, to get out there and make estimates and stuff, my body just really does not work for that. So I'm back into the game. We're head into the game. I've bought a lot of assets. There is a lot of stuff coming. I've got a lot coming. I've invested a good bit of money into this, and these models, as great as they are not the least of it. Like, my model's not great, but like this model is set. This is some good stuff, and it's going to help a lot. And we're going to get a game out very soon. It may not be a AAA game, but it's definitely going to be a good indie game. So we're going to go ahead and wrap that up here. I'm going to let it ride. Hopefully I brought a little bit of entertainment to y'all. Hopefully we had a little bit of fun along the way. I'm going to try and build my stamina back up in my voice. It has been quite a minute since I've had any talking like I'm doing now, but my voice is still in and out a good bit. I am still picking up a lot of the strength to get back where I need to be. There was a time there was 0% chance I would be talking this long at all. So we are way farther than when we started. We're in a whole different place than when we started. And we're doing a whole different thing than when we started. But hopefully some of the same crew is around, and hopefully I can get some more stuff out for y'all along these lines. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know in the comments down below. If you did not, let me know in the comments down below. I know that it is a change, once again, of what I'm doing. I understand that. Hopefully we can talk about some stuff along the way, though. That is the goal, is to get some people in here while I'm doing this stuff, and we can just talk about things without me trying to make a video where it seems like I'm just expounding on something. I have some wisdom that I can share about a variety of topics, but I'm not going to dwell in negative energy. I'm not going to do some of the more controversial stuff. I am going to try and reach out maybe to the Brothers of the Serpent and see if I can do a podcast reaction type thing until we get this rolling. To the crew, thanks for hanging out. I appreciate every single minute that you are here with me, and I am praying for you every single day. Even when I'm not here, I'm still praying for you. And until next time, I love you, and you're perfect, whole, and complete just the way that you are, even if you want to change that. So until next time, this has been Pitt's Take. Peace.